Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, August 28, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. What do we have in the Forex market for today? We already got business confidence data from New Zealand up from 47.8 to 49.7. Our business confidence is soaring in New Zealand. Private new capital expenditure in Australia down. No, it's worse than expected because expectations was 0.8, actual number 0.2, but it's better than the previous minus 0.2. So not that bad. GDP in Switzerland down from 1.8 to 1.2, worse than expected. And now we are waiting for ECB account of the policy of the monetary policy meeting minutes scheduled for release at 1:30. And then we enter the US session. US GDP scheduled for release at 2:30. And please remember that we are expecting a increase to 3% from minus 0.5%. Together with the GDP, we got the GDP price index as well. At the same time, we got current account data from the Canada, and then we back to US. Initial jobless claims are scheduled for release at 2:30 as well. At 4 o'clock, we got pending home sales scheduled for release. Then we got 7-year note action at 7 o'clock. Fed Weller will give a speech at 10 o'clock. At 10:30, Fed's balance sheet will be published. So pretty important and full of data release. US session non-event session of the London is ahead of us, so please be prepared for the quite violent and busy US session later on. Now, without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar for our time frame chart bounces from the technical support at 1.1584. Local low was 1.1575. Now we're testing back the 100 periods moving average. There is nothing to talk about in this chart, mostly because in that situation all of the current movement up and down is around the range, around the 100 periods moving average, which is located at 1.1653, and then the upper range level 1.1744, lower range level 1.1580. So nothing is going on here. Momentum is at the level of 49.63, basically neutral momentum. Neither bulls nor bears are in charge of this market, and the market doesn't know where it wants to go, so it's moving sideways market on euro dollar. What's going on in pound? Pound is quite similar. However, the bulls are trying to bounce and rally. They made a local low at 1.3415, but they did rally above the 100 periods moving average up towards the 1.3525. Nevertheless, the doji candlestick, look at that doji candlestick, almost gravestone doji, but still doji candlestick were printed here. Again, the same situation was seen here. Look at this, and then we got the correction. Now we are printing the first level of the confirmation, because this candle might be red as well. So that's why we are going to move our technical support, local technical support of 1.3315, and there is still some kind of a trend line here up for grabs, but any test and breakout is bearish. And with that ABC correction that you see on the left side in the background, it looks like this is not that much of a rally here. Maybe this looks a little bit impulsive, but this one doesn't actually looks impulsive whatsoever. So maybe we are doing some sort of the more time consuming, complex and time consuming correction here. So that would be the connector X, and now A, B, and C might be in progress here on British pound for our time frame chart. Neither bulls nor bears are in charge of this market. We're going up and down like tomorrow. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. That's going to be interesting because we got the data from the GDP in Switzerland. Now we are going to establish a range. First one, the range is 8,170. That's the technical resistance, and 7,910 technical support. In the meantime, we got some sort of the channel here inside of this market here. Let me just get rid of this magnet. So we got some sort of the channel that market is has been trading for quite some time right now. As you can see, even if we place this channel here, you can easily spot we are trading around this this channel, which is up, trading up and down. The price is trending up and down the 100 pips moving average, which is located at 8,062 pips. Now, we got obviously some technical support and resistance, obviously. So the latest one is 8,075 technical resistance, but we got one more, and this is the range. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to move this one, and this is the range technical resistance, and this one is located at 8,102, and we obviously got the technical support, and the technical support and the range support is 7,999. So that's the situation here. For the technical picture of the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, nothing is going on. The momentum is evolving around the level of 50, up and down, very limited volatility. This is 7,900, this is 8,170, roughly 370 pounds is 70 pips is here, so not that big whatsoever. And even despite the fact that we got the data from the Switzerland worse than expected, we don't have any much of movement, just a regular rejection of the 100 pips moving average. Maybe after breakout below 8,000 pips there is some room lower. If that will happen, then we have the bearish movement. Otherwise, nothing is going on here, nothing important. What is S&P 500 doing is worth to take a look at this chart, because we just broke above the swing high from the August 15th, and now we are breaking higher, we are moving higher towards the new level. 6,500 is the newest level here as a target level, and obviously you can take a look here when we can do the projection. Let's do the trend-based Fibonacci projection for the target of the S&P 500. So the next target would be 61% extension is 6,514. 100% of the extension is 6,617. So 100 over 100 pips points away. So the outlook remains bullish. There is room to the upside before we will hit the extremely overbought conditions. There is obviously room to the upside for the S&P 500. Please notice today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, the last day of the week, last day of the month. So pretty interesting situation might be printed on the S&P 500. And last but not least, finally, Bitcoin got his bounce. The Bitcoin bounces from the lows of 109,000 back above 111,000, almost 112,000. Local high 113,365. There is still a potential to test the 100 periods moving average on this chart. Momentum is bouncing very rapidly from the extremely oversold conditions back above the level of 50. Right now 55 points. So right now it looks very good for the bulls. It looks like the market wants to move higher and wants to hit at least 100 periods moving average. So please stay focused, stay vigilant. The market, the Bitcoin market looks like it is rallying higher, but it doesn't actually means this is some sort of the new uptrend, because if we take a look here on the price range tool, and the recent bounce was look at this 16%, but these days this current movement to the upside, the price range of the current upside movement is 4.25. so even if we hit the 100 periods moving average, yes, if we hit 100 periods moving average is let's say 620, right? So that's a new movement to the upside. Nevertheless, that's 1%. It's still not enough to initiate a new uptrend. All right, so I guess that the breakout above the 118,000 technical resistance might be this trigger for the bulls to move even higher. Now, trend line, the one that we got already in the chart is the orange trend line. Now look at this, we got the black trend line. The black trend line is showing us that we are testing the black trend line. So to be or not to be for the bulls, either it's going to be a reversal lower, or we are going to see a rally towards 100 periods moving average. So let's stay focused, let's stay vigilant, and let's meet again tomorrow for another update for the financial markets. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.